Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs and the Forex market. Today, we'll start with taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. And as you can see, prices did continue to push down as the dollar continues to gain strength, and it broke past this higher low. This is the higher low that formed the highs of the overall range. But as you can see, prices did come back and retrace into it. Like I was saying yesterday, you do have to wait to see if it is going to be a liquidity sweep or not. But it did have a strong close and a strong impulse down. So I'll probably be changing this just like with AUD USD. Let's go map out the current range. The current range we've been dealing with. Well, like I said, it's probably impulsive enough. This impulsive to say that this probably won't retrace back. Well, it could retrace back into it, but if you are looking at these lows being taken out, price continue to push down. Yeah, this swing structure is no longer bullish in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and make this the new range, with this being the high that broke the lows of this previous range. This being the high, this being the lower high, and this now being, yeah, the lower high. It shouldn't be broken, which would make this a bullish trend. So right now, waiting to see if it can retrace back into premium. If it does retrace back deep into premium, then I'll be looking to restructure that range. But overall, bearish sentiment for Euro USD. Could retrace back into premium, could retrace back into an area of supply. Just waiting for any type of retracement, and then any type of bearish momentum push to target the lows and to target lower prices. GBP USD. Okay, yeah, this is the one. As we were saying yesterday, price this is way more bearish than Euro, so this already changed from its previous range back here. So we're looking at a bearish shift with lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But you do have to keep an eye out for this area. Even though this wasn't the leg this leg caused these highs, and this is the leg, the higher low from this low that caused these highs. You still have to look out for these areas of demand and support. So it looks like this was an area to sell before the buy to look out for as prices continue to push down. But we're dealing with the price action of this week. Continues to push down, just waiting for any type of retracement back into premium, and any type of bearish momentum shift back down to target the lows of the overall range. And any type of area of supply, clearly supply is in control. Preferably we'll want to come to this area of supply that's in premium. And then, like I said, any type of bearish momentum shift to push prices and target the lows of the overall range. And we briefly discussed DXY. As you can see now, it is bullish as this last swing structure high has been taken out, and it did end up targeting 100, came close to it, just like I was saying yesterday. So only looking for any type of buying opportunity with any type of retracement. This is the low that took out these highs. Possibly this reversal will sustain. Right now it's just consolidating sideways, cool it down. But as you can see, it's been impulses up, bullish impulses up, bullish impulses up, consolidation, bullish impulse up, consolidation. Now turn structure, swing structure, bullish, looking for any type of buying opportunity across DXY. AUD USD. Let's go map out the current range. This was the last leg, I believe. The overall range was from this low. Although this was the higher low that made the new highs of that range. Similar to GBP USD and Euro USD. do still have to watch out for this area of support, this area of demand. This sell before the buy, which price is tapping into now. So you look for any type of bullish momentum from that area, but it is technically in discount of this overall range, but the price already tapped into that discount and made those new highs. So right now this is broken structure to the downside, consolidated, but really made lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Should be a lower high. Should continue to target the lows of the overall range. So you can see it as that overall range, or this being the 4-hour range. This is the high of the leg. This is the low that made that high of the previous leg of the range, and this is the current leg of the 4-hour range. At least prices are consolidating right here, looking for any type of retracement back into premium, into any area of supply. Depends on how deep that retracement will go. Any type of those areas, and only looking for any type of selling opportunity once bearish momentum kicks back in to target the lows of the overall range. But again, look for any type of look toward this area of support for any type of stall and continuing prices going down. Let's go map out the current range. This is NZD USD. Let's go map out the current range. Again, this whole area was demand. Buyer step back in briefly, make sure to the upside, came back into premium. Seller step back in, DXY continue to get stronger. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Consolidating right now. Looking to see if this does break past these lows over here. Then it just be looking for any type of selling opportunity once it does retrace. And the bullish bearish momentum shifts back to the downside, looking for any type of selling opportunity once that does happen. But right now, just waiting for a decision to be made. They can retrace from here. Still only looking for another selling opportunity. It's clearly structure broke to the downside. And waiting for our prices to continue going down. GBP AUD. Let's go and map out the current range. Prices continued to come back into this range. This was the previous low and these highs, but of course we know that it broke down past this trend line, as we've been saying. This current structure close under, waiting to see if prices can come back into the range, see if it was just a sweep. This channel looks like there's liquidity building under these lows, so it may sustain, making this the current 4-hour range, this being the low that broke those previous lows. I mean, this being the high that broke those previous lows. Really, it's just consolidating sideways overall. So wait to see if this can retrace back up to this trend line or take out some of these highs. And I'll just make that range back to these highs, with these being the highs of the range. But since this does look like a channel and liquidity is building under it, I would expect this to break out to the downside. So that will extend this leg from this high and extend the prices down to the lows of the range, and then lower, which I'll be looking into a selling opportunity once it does retrace. As its structure is broken to the downside, kind of briefly, it's going back into premium of this 4-hour range. But overall, as you can see, it still looks like it's just consolidating, but wait for any type of price decision to be made. If you can, come back and retrace, could take out the highs, like I said. Then we're going to see any type of bearish push to the downside and target the lows. GBP NZD. Let's go and map out the current range. As you know, we've been saying prices have to continue to overall bearish swing structure The price continue to come tap into premium, then sellers will step back in, made this push right down to the trend line, just like with GBP AUD. A buyer step back up, still technically just consolidating sideways, waiting for a decision to be made. But this is also forming a channel, just like with GBP AUD. As you can see, it is an internal push to higher prices, but it is building liquidity under the lows. So just like with GBP AUD, just looking for any type of bearish momentum to take out at least this trend line and target the lows of the overall range, and look for any type of retracement, any type of bearish momentum. Look for any type of selling opportunity. Just don't know when that will happen. If it does continue to take out these highs, well, it tapped into this high. It does continue to take out these highs, and it can probably retrace or go to higher prices before targeting lows. So just looking for any type of decision to be made once it breaks out of this channel. It starts taking out the lows under the channel. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.